The Korean War, which took place from 1950 to 1953, brought devastation, but it also sowed the seeds of Islam in Korea. The conflict left the Korean peninsula in ruins, with countless lives lost and communities shattered. Amidst this chaos, a unique cultural exchange began to take root, one that would have lasting implications for the religious landscape of Korea. Turkey, a Muslim-majority country, sent troops to aid South Korea. These soldiers were part of the United Nations forces that came to support South Korea against the North Korean invasion. The Turkish Brigade, as they were known, played a significant role in several key battles, earning a reputation for their bravery and resilience. These soldiers brought their faith with them. They carried the Quran, prayer mats, and other religious items, maintaining their Islamic practices even in the midst of war. Their dedication to their faith was evident in their daily routines, as they took time to pray and observe religious rituals despite the ongoing conflict. During the war, Turkish imams led prayers. These religious leaders provided spiritual support to the soldiers, conducting regular prayer sessions and religious ceremonies. The presence of these imams helped to maintain the morale of the Turkish troops, offering them a sense of peace and normalcy in the midst of the chaos. They shared their beliefs with Korean people. The interactions between Turkish soldiers and Korean villagers were not just limited to military aid. They also involved cultural and religious exchanges. The Turkish soldiers introduced the local population to Islamic customs and traditions, sharing their food, stories, and religious practices. This marked the beginning of Islam's modern presence in Korea. The seeds of faith sown during the war began to grow, leading to the establishment of early mosques and Muslim communities in Korea. These initial interactions laid the foundation for the future growth of Islam in the country. The Turkish troops' kindness resonated with Koreans. Their acts of compassion and generosity left a deep impression on the local population. The Turkish soldiers went beyond their military duties, providing much-needed humanitarian aid to the war-torn communities. They provided humanitarian aid, building schools and orphanages. The Turkish Brigade took on various projects to help rebuild the devastated infrastructure. They constructed schools, orphanages, and other essential facilities, offering hope and support to the Korean people during a time of great need. This generosity left a lasting positive impression. The kindness and support shown by the Turkish soldiers created a bond between the two nations. The memories of these interactions have been passed down through generations, contributing to a positive perception of Turkey and its people in Korea. It also opened the door for cultural and religious exchange. The presence of Turkish troops during the Korean War was not just a military intervention. It was a catalyst for a deeper connection between the two cultures. This exchange paved the way for the growth of a small but significant Muslim community in Korea, which continues to thrive to this day. The first Korean converts to Islam emerged during the Korean War, a conflict that lasted from 1950 to 1953. This period was marked by immense turmoil and suffering, but it also became a time of significant cultural and religious exchange. Many Koreans were deeply touched by the Turkish soldiers' dedication to their faith. The Turkish Brigade, part of the United Nations forces, played a crucial role in the war. Their commitment to daily prayers and Islamic practices left a lasting impression on the local population. Others were drawn to Islam's message of peace, equality, and brotherhood. In a time of conflict, the principles of Islam offered a sense of hope and unity. The idea that all believers are equal before God resonated deeply with many Koreans who were experiencing the ravages of war. These early converts formed a small but dedicated community. They gathered in homes and makeshift mosques, supporting each other in their new faith. Despite the challenges, their commitment to Islam remained unwavering. In 1955, this burgeoning community took a significant step by establishing the Korean Muslim Society. This organization was founded to provide a structured support system for Korean Muslims and to help them practice their faith more openly and freely. The Korean Muslim Society aimed to support Korean Muslims in various aspects of their lives. They organized community support activities, helping members with everything from daily needs to religious education. This support was crucial in fostering a sense of belonging and solidarity among the early converts. They worked tirelessly to promote understanding of Islam in Korea. The society organized educational events, interfaith dialogue sessions, and public lectures to introduce the principles of Islam to a broader audience. These efforts were instrumental in dispelling misconceptions and building bridges between different religious communities. One of the society's most significant achievements was the translation of the Quran into Korean. This monumental task made the holy text accessible to Korean speakers, allowing them to read and understand the Quran in their native language. The translation played a crucial role in spreading Islamic teachings and fostering a deeper understanding of the faith among Koreans. Today, the legacy of these early converts lives on. The Korean Muslim community has grown and flourished, with mosques and Islamic centers established across the country. The dedication and perseverance of the first Korean Muslims laid the foundation for a vibrant and diverse Muslim community in Korea. The growing Muslim community in South Korea has been a significant part of the country's diverse cultural landscape. Over the years, the number of Muslims in Seoul has steadily increased, creating a need for a dedicated place where they could gather, worship, and foster a sense of community. This growing community needed a dedicated place of worship, a sanctuary where they could practice their faith freely and come together for communal activities. The construction of the Seoul Central Mosque began in 1984. This ambitious project marked a significant milestone for the Muslim community in South Korea. The vision was to create not just a place of worship, but a cultural and educational hub that would serve Muslims and non-Muslims alike. This project received significant support from international Muslim communities. Countries like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait provided funding, recognizing the importance of establishing a central mosque in Seoul. Their contributions were crucial in bringing this vision to life. The mosque, completed in 1988, became a landmark in Seoul. Its grand architecture, featuring a beautiful dome and towering minarets, stands as a testament to the dedication and hard work of the community and its supporters. It serves as a central point for Muslims in Korea, providing a place for daily prayers, community gatherings, and religious celebrations. The mosque is not just a place of worship, it is a symbol of unity and faith for Muslims in the region. The mosque hosts daily prayers, Friday sermons, and Islamic education classes. These activities are essential in nurturing the spiritual growth of the community and providing a space for learning and reflection. The mosque also offers various programs and services to support the needs of its members. It also welcomes non-Muslims to learn about Islam. The mosque conducts educational tours and outreach programs to foster understanding and dialogue between different cultural and religious groups. This openness has helped build bridges and promote mutual respect in the broader community. Today, an estimated 200,000 Muslims live in South Korea. This includes Korean converts and foreign workers. Islam is one of the smaller religions in Korea. However, it is growing steadily. Korean Muslims come from all walks of life. Muslims in Korea strive to integrate their faith into daily life. They observe Islamic practices like praying 5 times a day and fasting during Ramadan. Many Korean Muslim women choose to wear the hijab, or headscarf. Many Korean Muslims have found success in various fields. They contribute to Korean society as doctors, teachers, business people, and artists. Their stories highlight the compatibility of Islam with Korean culture. Despite these successes, Korean Muslims face challenges. One significant issue is the lack of understanding about Islam among some Koreans. This can lead to prejudice and discrimination. Some Korean Muslims feel pressure to hide their faith to avoid negativity. Section 6. Online hate and discrimination. The rise of the internet has brought new challenges. Online platforms have become breeding grounds for hate speech and misinformation about Islam. This online Islamophobia can fuel real-world discrimination. Korean Muslim organizations are working to combat this. They organize awareness campaigns to promote understanding of Islam. They also engage with online platforms to address hate speech. Section 7. The Daegu Mosque Controversy. The The construction of a mosque in Daegu, South Korea, sparked controversy in 2020. Some residents opposed the mosque, expressing concerns about noise and traffic. However, many saw these concerns as a cover for underlying Islamophobia. The situation highlighted the tensions that can arise between religious freedom and community relations. The controversy also sparked a national conversation about Islamophobia in Korea. Section 8. Resilience and Community Spirit. Despite these challenges, Korean Muslims show remarkable resilience. They draw strength from their faith and their community. The Korean Muslim Society continues to play a vital role in supporting Muslims. They organize events, provide resources, and advocate for Muslims' rights. This spirit of resilience and community has enabled Islam to grow in Korea. Korean Muslims are building bridges of understanding. They are contributing to a more inclusive and diverse Korean society. Section 9. A growing presence. Islam's journey in Korea is a testament to the power of faith and resilience. From its humble beginnings during the Korean War, Islam has found a place in Korean society. The Muslim community, though small, is vibrant and growing. Korean Muslims are challenging stereotypes and promoting understanding. Their story is an integral part of the evolving religious landscape.
Let's talk about faith. Not just any faith, but the kind that takes root in unfamiliar ground, the kind that faces strange customs and unfamiliar languages. Imagine being a minority holding on to your beliefs in a place where those beliefs aren't the norm. That's the reality for many, and it's something I've thought about a lot. How does a community thrive when they are surrounded by different traditions? It's a question with global implications. Take Islam, for example. When you think of Islam, you might picture the Middle East or parts of Africa. But Islam is a global religion practiced by diverse communities worldwide. It's about more than just geography. It's about finding common ground in a world that often feels fractured. Think about the Korean Peninsula, a place steeped in its own rich history and traditions. Now picture Islam finding a foothold there. It might seem unexpected at first, but that's the beauty of faith. It has a way of defying expectations and crossing borders. The story of Islam in Korea is a testament to the resilience of faith and the power of cultural exchange. It's a story that challenges our assumptions and reminds us that even in the most unexpected corners of the world, bridges can be built and understanding can blossom. It's a reminder that diversity makes us stronger and that engaging with different cultures enriches our own. When Islam entered Korea, it wasn't just about building mosques, it was about weaving a new thread into the existing cultural tapestry. This wasn't about erasing Korean identity, but rather adding another layer of richness to it. Imagine the aroma of traditional Korean spices mingling with the scent of fragrant biryani at a local festival. Picture the vibrant hues of hanboks alongside the flowing garments of Islamic tradition. This is the beauty of cultural exchange. It's not about one replacing the other, but about creating something new and vibrant. The Korean Muslim community, while relatively small, has contributed significantly to the nation's cultural landscape. From halal restaurants serving Korean-inspired dishes to Islamic calligraphy exhibitions showcasing the beauty of Arabic script, they've created spaces where different traditions meet and inspire. This cultural fusion isn't just about aesthetics, it's about building bridges of understanding, it's about sharing customs and traditions, breaking down stereotypes, and fostering a sense of community that goes beyond religious differences. It's a testament to the idea that we can celebrate our differences while finding common ground in our shared humanity. Every community needs leaders, individuals who inspire, guide, and pave the way for future generations. In the story of Islam in Korea, early figures like Muhammad Umar Kim Jin-kyu played a pivotal role. Kim Jin-kyu, a Korean Navy officer, embraced Islam during the Korean War after encountering Turkish soldiers who came to Korea as part of the UN forces. His conversion marked a significant moment, highlighting how historical events can shape the course of faith. Kim Jin-kyu became instrumental in establishing the first mosque in Seoul, a physical and spiritual anchor for the growing Muslim community. He didn't just lead prayers, he led a community, fostering understanding and advocating for the rights of Korean Muslims. His leadership laid the groundwork for future generations to build upon. Today, contemporary leaders continue this legacy. Imams, scholars, and community organizers work tirelessly to promote interfaith dialogue, address social issues, and empower Korean Muslims to embrace their faith while contributing to Korean society. They are the torchbearers, ensuring that the flame of Islam in Korea continues to burn bright. The path of any minority faith is rarely smooth, and for Korean Muslims the journey has come with its share of challenges. One of the most significant hurdles has been advocating for religious freedom and combating Islamophobia. In a society where religious homogeneity is often the norm, misconceptions and prejudices can take root. The global rise of Islamophobia, fueled by misinformation and fear-mongering, has also impacted how Islam is perceived in Korea. Korean Muslims have faced discrimination, from everyday microaggressions to more overt forms of prejudice. They've encountered difficulty in finding spaces to pray, challenges in accessing halal food, and even instances of hate speech and discrimination. Despite these obstacles, Korean Muslims remain resilient. They are actively challenging stereotypes, promoting understanding and advocating for their rights. They are working to ensure that Korean society becomes more inclusive and accepting of religious diversity. Section 5. Seeds of change, a growing presence. Imagine a handful of seeds scattered across an unfamiliar field. The soil is different, the climate is new, and the challenges are plenty, yet with patience, care, and a belief in the power of growth, those seeds can take root and flourish. That's the story of Islam in Korea. What started as a small group of converts has blossomed into a community of over 200,000, with mosques and Islamic centers dotting the Korean peninsula. This growth is a testament to the dedication of Korean Muslims and their commitment to sharing their faith and culture. This isn't just about numbers, it's about the impact this community has had on Korean society. From interfaith dialogues promoting understanding to charitable initiatives supporting those in need, Korean Muslims are actively contributing to the social fabric of their nation. The presence of Islam in Korea serves as a powerful reminder that diversity enriches us all. It challenges us to move beyond our comfort zones, to engage with those who are different, and to recognize the shared humanity that binds us together. Section 6. Breaking bread, building bridges. Food has a remarkable ability to bring people together. It's a universal language of hospitality, a way to share culture and build connections that transcend differences. The Korean Muslim community understands this power and has leveraged it beautifully. Imagine sitting down at a table laden with both kimchi jjigae and fragrant biryani. The spicy tang of Korean cuisine mingles with the aromatic spices of the Middle East, creating a culinary symphony that tantalizes the taste buds. This is more than just a meal, it's a cultural exchange. Korean Muslims have opened halal restaurants serving traditional Korean dishes, making their cuisine more accessible to those following Islamic dietary guidelines. They've also shared their own culinary traditions, introducing Korean society to the flavors of the Middle East. This breaking of bread is symbolic of something much deeper. It's about creating a space for dialogue, for sharing stories, and for building bridges of understanding over a shared meal. It's a reminder that even amidst our differences, we can find common ground through the simple act of sharing a meal. Section 7. The weight of misconceptions. Let's be real, the world can be a tough place, especially when you're facing misconceptions about your faith. Islam, like many religions, has been unfairly painted with a broad brush, often fueled by fear and misinformation. Think about the headlines, the biased news reports, and the stereotypes that get perpetuated. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing everything you hear, especially when it comes to things you might not fully understand. The weight of these misconceptions can be heavy for Korean Muslims. They might encounter suspicion, prejudice, or even outright discrimination simply because of their faith. It can be isolating, frustrating, and disheartening. But here's the thing, we can't let fear and ignorance win. It's up to each of us to challenge those assumptions, to educate ourselves, and to stand up for what's right. Section 8. The power of education and understanding. So how do we combat ignorance? How do we break down those walls of fear and misunderstanding? The answer, as cliché as it may sound, is education. But it's not just about textbooks and lectures. It's about engaging in open and honest conversations, challenging our own biases, and seeking out diverse perspectives. Imagine a community center hosting an interfaith dialogue where people from different religions come together to share their beliefs, ask questions, and learn from one another. Picture a university classroom where students from diverse backgrounds engage in respectful debates, challenging stereotypes and broadening their understanding of the world. These are just a few examples of how education can be a powerful tool for change. By fostering empathy, promoting critical thinking, and encouraging open-mindedness, we can create a more just and equitable society for everyone. Section 9. A Journey of Hope and Harmony. The story of Islam in Korea is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and adaptability. It's a story of faith taking root in unfamiliar soil, of cultural exchange enriching lives, and of a community striving for acceptance and understanding. This journey is far from over. Challenges remain, misconceptions persist, and the fight for equality continues. But amidst these struggles, there is also hope. Hope for a future where differences are celebrated, where understanding prevails, and where all individuals are treated with dignity and respect. So, the next time you hear about Islam in Korea, remember this. It's a story of resilience, of cultural fusion, and of a community striving to build bridges of understanding. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit, driven by faith and fueled by hope, can overcome seemingly insurmountable